This video is about she was mocked and the billionaire turned her tears into joy. If this story inspires you, please like the video, share it with loved ones, and write in the comments how it touched your heart. #**** Part 1 The Beauty Within the Struggle ****. In the heart of a bustling city, amidst the towering skyscrapers and the constant hum of ambition, lived a young woman named Mia. She had always been different, not just because of her unique sense of style, but because of her deep empathy for others. Mia worked at a small cafe, where every cup of coffee was an opportunity to connect with the world around her. But Mia's life had been marred by moments of cruel mockery. Ever since she was a child, her classmates teased her for her quirks, her love of reading, her vivid imagination, and her passion for painting. While others found solace in the acceptance of peers, Mia often retreated to the solace of her sketchbook. One grey morning at the cafe, as she served a steaming latte, a group of customers entered, their laughter echoing off the walls. They were flamboyant, mixed dressed in sharp suits and designer dresses, confidently striding in as if they owned the place. She recognized one of them, Henry Carter, a billionaire tech mogul known for his charm and sharp wit. Mia had read about him in the papers, admired his rise to success, but today she felt an unsettling knot in her stomach. As Henry approached the counter, they locked eyes for a brief moment. She felt a rush of warmth before he smirked. "What is this, the little cafe artist?" he chuckled, glancing at her paint-stained apron. Instantly, the laughter from his group pierced through her heart like a shard of glass. Mia's cheeks flushed crimson, her stomach knotted tighter. The mocking tone was familiar, and for a moment, she was a scared little girl again, sitting alone at lunch. "Just a little passion project," she replied, forcing a smile as she handed him his order. But the cheerfulness in her voice couldn't mask the sadness that threatened to spill over. She turned away, focusing on the beans grinding in the machine, willing the tears back. That day, as she walked home under the drizzling rain, the mocking laughter echoed in her mind. She wrapped her arms around herself, seeking warmth and comfort in the memories of her art. Despite the struggles, Mia had often found solace in painting colorful depictions of nature, turning her emotions into vibrant expressions. But today, the brush felt heavy, the canvas a reminder of her pain. As the days passed, Mia found herself increasingly distracted at work. Each time she spotted Henry or his friends, the laughter would resurface, twisting like a knife in her gut. She poured her energy into her art, sketching portraits of her dreams instead of the city. In the solitude of her small apartment, she painted a world that felt safe, far removed from the harshness of reality. One evening, as she was finishing a piece, a sprawling landscape of a serene meadow under a sunset, her phone buzzed. It was an email from an art competition she had entered on a whim. The subject line read, "Congratulations." Heart racing, she opened it. They wanted to showcase her work in an upcoming exhibition. Mia felt a flutter of hope amidst her despair. This was her chance to shine, to break free from the chains of mockery and show the world her true self. She spent days preparing, pouring her soul into every stroke, wanting each piece to resonate with the strength she felt deep within. On the night of the exhibition, her heart raced as she stood among the crowd, surrounded by other artists, each of whom had their own stories of struggle and resilience. She had the courage to invite her family, but the thought of Henry attending made her stomach churn. Why would a billionaire care about a little cafe artist? As the night progressed, she noticed a familiar face among the throng. Henry walked in, wearing a tailored suit that seemed to command the attention of the room. His eyes scanned the walls, and for a moment their gazes locked again. This time, there was no mocking. Instead, curiosity replaced disdain. Moments later, he approached her painting, a vivid representation of a woman standing strong against a storm, hair whipping in the wind, defiance etched into her features. This is incredible," he said, genuine admiration in his voice. The emotion is palpable. Mia's heart soared, disbelief mingling with joy. "Thank you," she whispered, her voice barely above a breath. "It is about finding strength amidst chaos." He nodded, his expression shifting. "I know what it is like to be judged for your passions. You know, even billionaires have their own struggles." Mia's brow furrowed in confusion. "Like what?" "People see my success and assume it was easy," he replied, leaning closer. "But I faced countless rejections before my first big break. The pressure to prove myself was overwhelming." The sincerity in his eyes surprised her. Mia had always viewed him through a lens of envy and resentment, but here was a man who carried his own burdens. They stood in silence for a moment, sharing an unspoken understanding. As the night wore on, they talked about their lives, their dreams, and their struggles. Mia shared her journey, the years of ridicule, and how art had become her refuge. For the first time, she felt seen and heard not as a mocked artist, but as a woman of strength and resilience. Henry listened intently, nodding along as if he understood each word. "You have a gift, Mia," he said, almost reverently. "You should share it with the world, not just in this exhibition but beyond. I can help with that." Her mind raced. "How?" "I can connect you with galleries and agents. Your work deserves to be displayed, appreciated," he said. "It is time for your voice to be heard." The days that followed were a whirlwind. With Henry's help, May found herself in meetings with gallery owners, discussing her art and its impact on the audience. The once timid, unsure artist had transformed. She was no longer hiding behind her sketches, she was stepping into the light. However, the journey wasn't without its challenges. She faced skepticism, even from those who had once mocked her. "What makes you think you can exhibit your work professionally?" the voice sneered during one meeting. May took a deep breath, recalling all the moments that had shaped her. "Because I believe in my art," she replied, grounding herself in her truth. "Art is about emotion, and I pour every bit of my soul into it. I've relearned to be strong, and that strength is reflected in my work." Each rejection felt like a weight, but with every setback, she found renewed resolve. She painted late into the night, capturing her triumphs and her tears, refusing to let anyone dictate her worth. In the backdrop of her burgeoning career, Mia and Henry forged a friendship that deepened with every conversation. They laughed over shared meals, traded stories of their experiences, and slowly began to dismantle the walls they had both built around their hearts. Mia often caught glimpses of a softer side of the billionaire, one who cared deeply, who understood vulnerability. And as for Henry, he found solace in Mia's resilience, her unwavering spirit reminding him of the beauty in the human experience, the strength that lay within each person, no matter their background. As the sun set on the day of her first solo exhibition, Mia stood before a crowd yet again, but this time it was different. She was not the mocked artist, she was the one who had transformed pain into beauty, who had turned tears into joy. And she was ready to share that journey with the world. Mia's heart swelled with hope as she glanced at Henry, who stood proudly among the guests, his eyes filled with admiration. It was a reminder that sometimes, amidst the darkest moments, kindness could spark a light, illuminating the path toward resilience, friendship, and newfound love. And in that busy city, where dreams danced and ambition soared, the young calf artist was no longer just a dreamer. She was living proof that from the depths of struggle, joy could be born anew. ##**** Part 2, A Canvas of Dreams ****. The evening was alive with a hum of chatter, the clinking of glasses, and the soft notes of a piano. Mia's heart raced as she stepped into the gallery, her art framing the walls like whispers of her soul. Each brushstroke resonated with her journey, joy, pain, resilience. She spotted Henry mingling with guests, his genuine laughter mingling with the applause for her work. Unlike before, she felt a sense of belonging, a warm embrace from the crowd that now viewed her as more than a calf artist. She took a deep breath, allowing herself to revel in the moment, yet a part of her still felt the weight of the past. As the night unfolded, a woman approached Mia, her eyes glimmering with curiosity. "Your use of color is extraordinary. It feels like you were speaking to us through your art," she remarked, a soft smile playing on her lips. "Thank you," Mia said, her voice steady, fueled by the encouragement. "Each piece is a part of my story." "God, how I wish I had the courage to tell mine," the woman sighed, glancing away as if her own struggles were too heavy to bear. "Art is the language of the soul." Mia nodded, feeling a kinship with the stranger. "You have a story worth sharing. Art can heal, not just the creator, but the observer too." The woman's eyes brightened. "You inspire me. I've been thinking of starting a project, but fear holds me back." "Don't let fear win. Every brushstroke you take is a step towards freedom," Mia encouraged. "Your voice deserves to be heard. It might touch someone who needs it." As they talked, Mia's heart swelled with purpose. She realized that her journey was larger than her own. She could inspire others, and with each connection, she felt the layers of her past lift, replaced by newfound hope. *** days turned into weeks ***, and the exhibition garnered attention. Galleries sought Mia's work and her confidence blossomed. Yet with each success came whispers of doubt. "Are you really ready for this level of exposure?" the critic questioned during a panel discussion. Mia paused, her heart sinking. But she recalled the faces of those who believed in her. "I am ready," she said firmly, looking the critic in the eye. "Art is my truth, and I will not let fear dictate my journey." That night, as she lay in bed, she reflected on the path she had taken. Each struggle had woven itself into her identity, creating a tapestry rich with strength. She felt gratitude for her art, for Henry's support, and for the community she was building. Weeks passed, and just as Mia felt she was gaining momentum, her world was rocked by a single phone call. It was her mother, her voice trembling. "Mia, your father has been diagnosed with cancer." Mia's heart plummeted. "What, Mom? How serious is it?" "Stage 4. They were saying he has limited time," her mother wept. "We need you home." In that moment, the world around her faded. Mia's dreams felt trivial against the backdrop of her father's illness. She packed her bags, her heart heavy with fear and uncertainty. Each brushstroke she had spent weeks perfecting seemed insignificant compared to the reality of her father's fight. Back in her hometown, the warmth of familiarity enveloped her, but it did little to ease the ache in her heart. Her father's condition deteriorated rapidly, and as she sat by his bedside, she was reminded of the strength he had instilled in her. His laughter and love had always been her refuge. "Mia," he rasped, his voice a whisper. "You've come so far. Don't let this take away your light." Tears brimmed in her eyes. "Dad, I don't know how to do this without you. My art, it feels meaningless right now." He reached for her hand, his grip weak but firm. "Your art is your gift. Share it, Mia. It is what you've always dreamed of. Don't let fear snuff out that flame." In those moments, Mia felt a flicker of hope ignite within her. Her father may have been facing his own battle, but his resilience inspired her to embrace her own. She returned to her childhood home, surrounded by memories that whispered their own stories of struggle and triumph. As days turned into sleepless nights, Mia painted, channeling her emotions onto the canvas. Each stroke was a cathartic release, a way to pour her love for her father into something beautiful. She painted scenes of their shared memories, a park where they had picnicked, a garden where they had planted flowers together, and the stories he had spun under the stars. One evening, after working tirelessly on a piece, she stepped back to admire her work. It depicted her father sitting on a porch swing, bathed in golden sunlight. The warmth of their shared laughter radiated from the canvas. It was a tribute to their bond, a testament to the strength he had always shown her. Weeks later, as the seasons changed outside the hospital window, Mia prepared for her father's final days. She had transformed her pain into a powerful exhibition, echoes of love, showcasing her journey through grief and resilience. Henry had helped her organize it, ensuring her father's legacy would live on through her art. As she stood before the gathered crowd at the exhibition opening, Mia felt her heart pounding. She spoke with passion, sharing her journey of love and loss, the lessons her father had imparted, and the gift of art that had allowed her to process her emotions. "I lost my father, but in losing him, I've found my voice," she declared, her voice steady and strong. "Art is not just a reflection of our joys, it is also a guide through pain. It helps us see the beauty in struggle." The audience was captivated, tears glistening in their eyes. In that moment, Mia realized she was not just an artist, she was a beacon of hope for those who had faced similar battles. Her vulnerability resonated, and as she painted, she had become part of a larger canvas, the tapestry of human experience. After the exhibition, Henry approached her, his expression somber yet proud. "You were incredible, Mia. Your father would be so proud." "Thank you, Henry," Mia replied, her voice steady despite the emotions swelling within. "I couldn't have done this without your support. You helped me realize that my story deserves to be told." He smiled gently, his eyes reflecting understanding. "You've turned your pain into something beautiful. That is the essence of art and of life itself." With each passing day, Mia discovered new depths of her strength. She began volunteering at local art programs, sharing her journey with children who faced their own struggles. She inspired them to transform their pain into creativity, showing them that art could be a powerful outlet. One evening, while working with a young girl named Lily, Mia shared her story. "Sometimes, life throws us challenges we don't understand," she said, guiding Lily's small hands as they painted. "But it is how we respond that shapes us. We can rise from our struggles." Lily looked up, her big eyes filled with admiration. "I want my art to be strong like you. Can you help me?" Mia felt a rush of warmth, her heart swelling with purpose. "Of course, Lily. Let us create something amazing together." As they painted, Mia found joy in nurturing young talent, creating a ripple effect of inspiration in the community. Her heart swelled each time a child expressed themselves through art, turning their stories into vibrant colors on canvas. Months passed, and Mia's journey continued to blossom. She held exhibitions that highlighted not only her work but the stories of others who had faced adversity. Her father's legacy shone brightly through her art. He had taught her to embrace life fully in all its complexities. On the anniversary of his passing, Mia stood quietly in front of his grave, a bouquet of flowers in her hand. "Thank you, Dad," she whispered, tears streaming down her face. "I promise to keep sharing my story, to turn pain into beauty, just as you taught me." Feeling a presence beside her, she turned to see Henry standing quietly, a supportive smile gracing his lips. "I am here for you," he said softly, his voice a soothing balm for her heart. Mia smiled through her tears, knowing that together they would continue to create a world where stories mattered. Through art, resilience, and love, they would inspire others to find their own strength amid struggles. In a city that never slept, Mia had transformed her tears into joy, her pain into purpose, and through it all, she had discovered the true essence of the human spirit: resilience, kindness, and the beauty of connection. And as she stood beside Henry, she knew that their journey together had just begun, a canvas of dreams waiting to unfold. **** Part 3. The colors of tomorrow. The sun peeked over the horizon, casting a warm glow over the city as Mia prepared for her upcoming exhibition, Colors of Tomorrow. It was a celebration of resilience, a tribute not only to her father's memory, but also to everyone who had faced their trials. Each piece in the collection told a story of pain, joy, and the vibrant hues of the human experience. Mia stood in her studio, surrounded by canvases that had become her sanctuary. She reflected on the journey that had brought her here. The laughter of children echoing through the art classes she had conducted filled her heart with warmth. Through the art programs, she had built bridges with young souls, helping them express their fears and dreams on canvas. One afternoon, as she prepped for the exhibition, Lily, her young protege, arrived bursting with excitement. "Mia, I finished my painting." "Oh, can I see?" Mia asked, her eyes sparkling with curiosity. Lily held up a canvas proudly. It depicted a girl standing on a mountain, arms wide open to the sky, surrounded by swirling colors that represented hope. "It is me, ready to take on the world," she exclaimed. Mia felt her heart swell. "It is beautiful, Lily. You've captured the spirit of adventure. I think it is perfect for our exhibition." "Really?" Lily's eyes shone with excitement. "You think people will like it?" "Absolutely. I believe it will touch hearts," Mia replied, gently ruffling the girl's hair. "Art connects us and can inspire others." That evening, Mia and Henry met at the gallery for a final walkthrough before the exhibition opening. As they walked through the space, Henry observed the careful placement of each painting, the way they told the story when woven together. "You've created a beautiful narrative here, Mia," he said, pausing in front of a piece that depicted a phoenix rising from ashes. "This one speaks volumes." "It is about rebirth and resilience," Mia shared, her voice tinged with emotion. "I wanted to show that even in our darkest moments, we can rise and find the light again." Henry nodded thoughtfully. "You've done just that. Your art has an incredible power to heal." As they stepped back to take in the entire exhibition, Mia felt a mixture of excitement and apprehension. What if no one comes? What if they don't understand? Henry turned to her, his expression serious yet kind. "Mia, you've already made a difference. You've inspired so many. Trust in your gift. The right people will resonate with your story." His words hung between them, a warm reminder of the bond they had forged. "Thank you, Henry. Your belief in me means more than you know." As the evening approached, the gallery buzzed with anticipation. The air was thick with the mingling scents of fresh paint, polished wood, and the soft music drifting through the space. Mia's fingers brushed over the canvases, feeling the connection to each stroke, every emotion woven within. The doors flung open, and guests poured in, bright smiles and curious eyes. Mia greeted familiar faces, friends from the CAF, fellow artists, and community members who had supported her journey. But amidst the crowd, she felt a pang of anxiety as she spotted a few faces from her past, those who had marked her dreams. Taking a deep breath, she reminded herself of the strength she had cultivated. "This is my moment," she whispered, embracing the energy around her. Lily arrived, her painting in hand, determination shining bright. "Mia, I am ready. Can I show everyone my painting?" "Of course, let us find a perfect spot for it," Mia replied, unable to hide her pride. As they positioned the piece, Mia felt a sense of unity among the attendees, their stories intertwining through art. As the night unfolded, Mia stood at the center of the gallery, sharing her journey with anyone willing to listen. She spoke of laughter and tears, of her father's encouragement, and the love that fueled her passion. The crowd responded with open hearts, captivated by the authenticity of her narrative. "Your vulnerability is powerful," one guest remarked. "It makes your art even more relatable." Mia smiled, feeling the warmth of connection. Art is a language we all speak. It helps us find our voices amidst the chaos. As the evening progressed, Mia felt a tap on her shoulder. Turning around, she was surprised to see Henry wearing a broad smile. "I have someone I'd like you to meet," he said, leading her to a small group of art enthusiasts. "This is Sarah and Tom," he introduced. "They're gallery owners interested in emerging artists. I told them all about your work." Mia's heart raced. "It's an honor to meet you both." Tom smiled warmly. "Your paintings are breathtaking. They convey so much emotion. We'd love to discuss a potential collaboration." Mia's mind swelled with possibilities. "Really? I would be thrilled to work with you." As Sarah and Tom began discussing potential exhibitions, Mia caught a glimpse of Lily, proudly sharing her own painting with a captivated audience. A rush of joy surged through her. This wasn't just her success, it was a shared triumph, a ripple of hope extending beyond her. Later, as the night wound down, Mia found herself alone for a moment, feeling overwhelmed by the outpouring of love and support. A gentle hand touched her shoulder, and she turned to see Henry standing beside her, eyes filled with admiration. "You did it, Mia. You turned your dreams into reality," he said softly, emotion evident in his voice. "I couldn't have done it without your support," she replied, her heart swelling with gratitude. "You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself." Henry smiled, and for a moment, they both stood in silence, feeling the weight of the night's success. "Let us continue this journey together," he said, his gaze steady. "You have so much to offer the world, and I want to be part of that." Her heart raced at his words, a spark igniting within her. "I would love that. Together, we can inspire others to find their own strength." As the gallery emptied, Mia and Henry began to clean up, laughter and camaraderie filling the air. They shared stories about their past, their struggles, and the dreams that had led them to this moment. "I used to think success was about money and power," Henry admitted, his expression pensive. "But meeting you and seeing how you inspire others has changed my perspective. It's about connection." Mia gazed at him, her heart swelling. "And your support has taught me that resilience is about lifting each other up. We can weave our stories together and create something beautiful." In the days that followed, Mia and Henry collaborated on numerous projects, combining their strengths to create art programs for those in need. They traveled to schools, community centers, and hospitals, sharing their message of hope through creativity. During one visit to a local children's hospital, Mia set up an art station, inviting children to express their feelings through paint. She worked alongside Henry, who encouraged the children with his charm and genuine interest. "Here's a secret," he leaned in to whisper to a shy boy named Lucas. "Art can be a superpower. What do you want to create?" Lucas' eyes lit up as he began to paint a superhero flying over a city, colors swelling with excitement. "I want to be brave like him," he exclaimed. Mia watched in awe, realizing that every brushstroke was a step toward healing. "And you are brave, Lucas, just like your superhero," she said, her heart brimming with pride for the child's courage. As the months rolled on, Mia's connection with Henry deepened. They navigated their professional lives alongside one another, their laughter filling the spaces between their shared dreams. Yet, beneath the surface, their bond was strengthened by unspoken feelings that hung in the air. One evening, after a successful art program, they found themselves sitting on a park bench, surrounded by the gentle rustle of leaves and the soft glow of streetlights. Mia turned to Henry, her heart racing. "Thank you for being there for me. You've changed my life." Henry's gaze softened, a hint of vulnerability in his eyes. "And you've changed mine, Mia. You've shown me the beauty in pursuing genuine connections, even amidst chaos." Mia smiled, feeling a warmth spread through her chest. "I think we've both found strength in each other." Before she could say anything more, Henry reached for her hand, intertwining their fingers. "I believe we can create something wonderful together, not just in art, but in life." Mia's breath caught in her throat, a rush of emotions flooding over her. "I feel the same way." As they shared a moment of quiet understanding, the world around them faded. It was as if time had paused, allowing them to savor the magic of newfound love amidst the backdrop of their shared journey. In the weeks that followed, Mia's artwork flourished alongside her relationship with Henry. They explored new mediums together, blending their talents, turning pain into passion and love into art. One evening, as they sat in Mia's studio, surrounded by vibrant canvases, Henry leaned back, a content smile across his face. "You know, I think your art has the power to touch lives beyond the city." Mia looked at him, excitement bubbling within her. ### part 4 A Symphony of Hope ****. Mia's heart raced at Henry's words, the weight of his statement sinking in. You really think so? She turned to face him, her eyes sparkling with both curiosity and a hint of disbelief. What do you mean? Henry sat up straighter, the light from the nearby window casting shadows across his face, illuminating the warmth in his gaze. I see how your art resonates with people. It goes beyond the canvas. It is about connection, a way to heal wounds we often don't speak of. We can bring this message to more places, more people. A breath caught in her throat. But how? I've only just begun this journey. Henry smiled, a reassuring presence beside her. We start small, art programs, workshops, maybe even collaborating with local schools. We can create a movement. You have the talent. All you need is the belief that your voice matters, because it does. Mia felt a spark ignite within her. The idea of reaching out, of sharing her art on a bigger scale, both terrified and exhilarated her. I'd love that, but what if I fail? What if no one comes? Then we'll keep trying, he said simply, squeezing her hand. You've overcome so much, Mia. You can let fear dictate your dreams. Remember the little girl who drew joy in the midst of ridicule. She is still within you, waiting to break free. His words danced in her mind like the colors on her canvas, and she nodded, determination building within her. Okay, let us do it. In the weeks that followed, they immersed themselves in planning. They reached out to schools and community centers, organizing workshops that would allow me to guide others in expressing themselves through art. Every email sent, every phone call made brought a sense of purpose to Mia's life. However, as excitement bubbled in her chest, a gnawing fear lingered beneath the surface. What if I am not enough? She confessed to Henry one evening as they sat in her studio, surrounded by vibrant preparations for the first workshop. Each brushstroke on the canvases seemed to reflect her inner turmoil. What if I can inspire them the way I want to? Henry leaned closer, his expression earnest. Mia, you've already inspired so many, including me. It is not about perfection. It is about authenticity. Your journey, your struggles, they resonate. That is what will connect you with them. His reassurance propelled her forward. That self-doubt whispered persistent doubts in her ear. I just wish I could silence this voice inside that tells me I am not enough. Let that voice fuel you, he replied, his tone encouraging. He said as a reminder of where you've come from. You are enough, and you have so much to give. Don't let fear overshadow your passion. Mia took a deep breath, nodding slowly. You were right, I have to believe in myself. The day of the first workshop arrived and Mia stood at the entrance of the community center, her heart pounding like a drum. A small group of children gathered outside, their energy infectious. Some were shy, while others bounced with excitement, but all shared the same challenge to express their emotions through art. Are you ready? Henry whispered, standing beside her, his presence a grounding force. She smiled, though it didn't quite reach her eyes. As ready as I'll ever be. As they entered the room, the children greeted her with wide eyes and nervous smiles. Mia felt the energy shift, her fears melting away as she introduced herself. Hi, everyone, I am Mia, and I am so excited to create art with you today. Art is a way to tell our stories, and I want to help you find your voice. Lily was there, her face lighting up as she spotted Mia. I can't wait to paint again, she exclaimed, bouncing on her toes. Mia's heart swelled. Let us get started then. What do you all want to create today? As they began to paint, Mia roamed the room, offering encouragement and guidance. Remember, there are no rules in art. Let your emotions flow. What do you feel when you think of your happiest day? Some children painted bright, vibrant colors, while others chose darker shades, their expressions mirroring their feelings. Mia watched in awe, realizing that every brushstroke reflected their inner worlds. She shared her own stories, weaving her struggles with gentle encouragement, creating a safe space for them to explore. Art can be a superpower, she reminded them. It can help us express what we can't say in words. Amidst the laughter and creativity, a young boy named Alex approached her, his painting a mix of dark shades and jagged lines. Can I show you mine? He asked, uncertainty flaring in his eyes. Of course, Alex, I'd love to see it, she replied, kneeling to meet his gaze. He held up the canvas, revealing a chaotic swirl of color. It is messy, and I don't think it is good, he mumbled, his voice barely above a whisper. Mia felt a pang in her heart. Art isn't about perfection, Alex. It is about expressing how we feel. Sometimes our feelings can be messy too. This is powerful. It tells a story of strength, of everything you're feeling. Alex's eyes brightened slightly, a flicker of hope igniting within him. You really think so? I know so, Mia said, her heart swelling with pride. UV created something unique, and that takes courage. Remember, your voice matters. As the workshop progressed, Mia witnessed a transformation in the children. They began to open up, sharing their stories and emotions through their art. The room buzzed with creativity, laughter, and connection. In that moment, Mia realized she was exactly where she was meant to be. After the workshop, she and Henry sat on the steps outside, watching the children leave with smiles and colorful canvases in hand. That was incredible, Mia breathed, her heart full. I didn't expect them to open up like that. Henry grinned, his eyes sparkling. You created a safe space for them. That's a gift you have, Mia. You've turned your own struggles into a source of strength for others. Mia smiled back, the warmth of his praise wrapping around her. I couldn't have done it without your encouragement. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. He shrugged, but there was a glimmer of pride in his eyes. You deserve to shine, Mia. Never forget that. As they continued their workshops, word spread through the community. More children began to attend, drawn by the joy and freedom Mia offered through art. With each session, they explored different themes: resilience, love, dreams, transforming their feelings into colorful expressions. Mia found herself thriving in this environment, her confidence blossoming alongside the children. But even amidst this joy, challenges loomed. One afternoon, Mia received a phone call from one of the gallery owners, Sarah. Mia, we were hoping to schedule your next exhibition, but we've received pushback from some local businesses. They don't believe that art created by the children has enough merit. Mia's heart sank. What? But this is about giving them a voice. I understand, but there are doubts about the quality, Sarah explained, her voice sympathetic. We might need to reassess. Mia's mind raced, swirling with frustration and disappointment. I can't let this happen. The children deserve this opportunity. Their stories matter. I know, and so do you, but maybe we need to find a way to elevate the conversation, Sarah suggested. Get the community involved. Hanging up, Mia felt a surge of determination. She couldn't let their voices be silenced. She gathered the children, explaining the situation in a way they could understand. We have a chance to show everyone how powerful your art is, but we need to come together. What do we do? Lily asked, her eyes wide with concern. We were going to create a community event, Mia said, her spirit ignited. We'll invite families, friends, and even local businesses. We'll showcase your work and share your stories. This is our chance to shine. The children erupted into applause, excitement filling the room. Let us do it, they cheered. For weeks, they poured their hearts into preparations. Mia collaborated with Henry to organize the event, rallying support from the community. They reached out to local businesses, inviting them to participate to witness the impact of art on their young lives. As the day approached, Mia felt a whirlwind of emotions. She stood before a blank canvas, staring at it for what felt like hours, wondering if they could truly make a difference. What if no one comes? She whispered to herself, battling the familiar voice of doubt. Just then, Henry walked in, catching her staring at the canvas. You look lost, Mia, he said gently. I am worried, Henry. What if this doesn't work? What if we fail? He stepped closer, placing a reassuring hand on her shoulder. You've already succeeded, regardless of the outcome. You've created a space for these kids to express themselves. That's monumental. She took a deep breath, feeling his support wash over her. You're right. It is about their stories, not the